6:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The morning news edited by Danushka Medavala, read by Soundithavam. The 16th Gama Samaga Pilisandra program will be held in the Matara district. A digital platform for educational reforms launched. The Sri Lanka Standards Institution rejects allegations over coconut oil imports. Minister Mahinda Amaraveera says legal action has been taken against more than 300 persons for environmental destruction. In world news, ships stuck in traffic jam in Suez Canal as salvage efforts continue. And in sports, Wales clinch the Six Nations rugby. The 16th Gama Samaga Pilisandra program will be attended by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and will be held today at the Kirivalkella North 3rd Step Gramnila division of the Peterbadara Divisional Secretariat area in the Matara district. It is the second Gama Samaga Pilisandra program in the southern province. The Gama Samaga Pilisandra program was launched on the 25th of September last year in the Badulla district. The Sri Lanka Standards Institution rejected what it said as totally fabricated and false allegations in the media and social media, claiming that senior officials of the SLSI had authorized the sale of unhealthy coconut oil imported to the country by 4 importers. Its Director General, Dr. Siddhika Senaratne, said the SLSI will not compromise the set standards for any commodity or material that will be detrimental to the lives and livelihoods of Sri Lankans. The statement said that contrary to false reports, 13 containers of coconut oil have not been approved for sales to consumers by any authority. It said the 4 importers, namely Ali Brothers Private Limited, Sena Mills Refineries, Edirisinga Edible Oils and Katana Refineries, are long-standing importers of oil and their samples are under test, for which results will be released within a few days. It further said, based on the test results, the SLSI, together with the Ministry of Health, will provide the necessary instructions to the customs for the sale or the re-export of those imports. Minister Mahinda Amaraveera says that legal action has been taken against more than 300 persons for environmental destruction. The minister said the cases were counted from the arrest of the persons responsible for the mangrove destruction in the Anavilundava area. He added that due to some reports published in the social media regarding the environmental destruction, the truth is not being revealed to the general public. Some of these reports are created intentionally to put pressure on the government and gain petty political objectives. The minister stressed that he accepts the fact that some parties are engaged in environmental destruction. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
The Minister of Education, Professor G.L. Peiris, said that there is a big gap and difference between the education provided at schools, different organizations and university and livelihood job opportunities. As a result, there is a sharp rise in depression and disappointment among the young generation in this country. Therefore, it is important to change the education system of this country, the minister added. The changes should focus on improving the IT skills, knowledge and job-oriented subject skills. The National Operations Centre for the Prevention of COVID-19 outbreak confirmed that another 166 persons have tested positive for the novel coronavirus yesterday. This brings the total number of COVID-19 cases reported in the country to 91,455. Sri Lanka's total number of COVID-19 recoveries has increased to 88,145, while currently 2,753 patients infected with the virus are under medical treatment. That's local news.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
President Gotabaya Rajapaksa yesterday launched a digital platform to solicit the views of the public on the proposed education reforms to create a capable workforce armed with knowledge and talent. Addressing the ceremony held at Temple Trees yesterday, the President pointed out that the digital platform is a great opportunity for the public to come up with ideas and creative proposals in order to formulate a sustainable education policy framework. The vision and philosophy of a country is shaped by its education system. An outdated education system creates a society that cannot keep pace with the modern world. A policy formulated as a result of wide public representation cannot be changed in the event of a change of government, the President noted. President Rajapaksa stated that one of the main objectives of the National Policy Framework, Vistas of Prosperity and Splendor, is to design and nurture knowledge-based human capital to suit the 21st century. To achieve this target, a number of educational reforms need to be implemented. President Rajapaksa also said that he expects a future generation of the country to be brought before the world as a generation armed with knowledge and talent and through the new education reforms. That came to you in the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, a system in collaboration with private hotels and resorts has been set in place for the free-of-charge quarantine facilities needed for the expeditious repatriation of migrant workers stranded abroad due to the COVID-19 pandemic. 10 private sector tourist hotels and resorts have been selected with the approval of the National Operations Centre for the Prevention of COVID-19 Outbreak for the establishment of such quarantine centres. Charges for the hotels, food and all related facilities will be handled by the Foreign Employment Bureau and came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
In coronavirus news, France accuses the UK of blackmail over vaccine exports. Suez Canal, ships stuck in traffic jam as salvage efforts continue. At least 32 killed in Egypt train crash. France has accused the UK of blackmail over its handling of coronavirus vaccine exports amid continuing tensions over supply chains. Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian was asked whether the EU had been scammed by sending millions of doses to the UK while its own rollout stuttered. Quote, "We need to build cooperative relationship," unquote, he told France Info Radio, "but we cannot deal this way." France has called for the EU to implement tougher export controls. The blockage of Egypt's Suez Canal by a giant container ship is causing a traffic jam in the Red Sea, according to a merchant seaman on a nearby ship. Joe Reynolds, chief engineer of the Maersk Ohio, told the BBC the number of vessels waiting at the canal's southern entrance was growing exponentially. It's going to affect shipping schedules around the world, he warned. Tugboats and dredgers are trying to dislodge the Ever Given, which is wedged diagonally across the waterway. The 400-metre-long, 200,000-ton vessel ran aground on Tuesday morning amid high winds and a sandstorm that affected visibility. At least 32 people have been killed and 165 injured in a train crash in central Egypt, officials say. Carriages derailed and overturned when 2 passenger trains collided near the city of Tata, Sohag province. Emergency brakes were activated on the train in front by unknown individuals, causing the train behind to crash into it, the country's railway authority said. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi pledged tough punishment for those responsible. Back to the headlines of this World News Bulletin. Coronavirus, France accuses the UK of blackmail over vaccine exports. Suez Canal, ships stuck in traffic jam as salvage efforts continue. And at least 32 killed in Egypt train crash. That concludes this Bulletin of World News.
World News. Brought Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
The Minister of Irrigation, Shama Rajapaksa, said the government has initiated a program to clean 103 rivers and strengthen the banks of tanks in the country. The minister said he would visit Anuradhapura on the 31st of this month to commence the construction work of the lower Malvattu Oil Reservoir. That came to you in Development News.
Development News was brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
Moving on to sports news, it's rugby. Wales clinched the Six Nations rugby as 14-man Scotland snatched their first victory in Paris since 1999 to wreck France's title hopes. The hosts needed a bonus point and a winning margin of 21 points, had only one try and a 13-10 lead at the break. Damien Pennant's second half score showed France's danger, but they could never stretch clear of their visitors. Scotland's Finn Russell was shown a late red, but Duan van der Merwe swooped for a decisive late try. That's sports news. Business news up next.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
One of Sri Lanka's leading tile and bathware manufacturer, Rosel, recently opened a fully fledged concept store in the city of Galle, showcasing its wide range of tiles and bathware lineup, making way for a holistic experience in creating beautiful living spaces. Located on WDS Abegunavadana Mavatta Pettigalavatta Galle, the new concept store allows walk-in customers to experience Rosel's aesthetic masterpieces. That's business news, economic news up next.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Buddha. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why? I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Sri Lanka Tea Board stated recently that it has performed well in January and February this year, earning 41 billion rupees export revenue compared to the start of last year. The total tea production too had increased when compared to last year. In the recent statement, tea exports of 2021 indicate 41 billion rupees as compared to the beginning of last year's revenue of 38 billion rupees. The FOB price of tea had increased from 832 rupees to 932 rupees. That's economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Met Department says showers are under Shahzilok at several places in the Sabragamur, Western, Northwestern and Central provinces and in the Galle and Matara districts during the evening or night. Fairly heavy falls above 75 millimeters can be expected at some places in these areas. Shahzilok in the eastern and Uva provinces and in the Hambantota district.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To conclude this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The 16th Gama Samaga Pilisandara program will be held in the Mathura district. A digital platform for educational reforms launched. The Sri Lanka Standards Institution rejects allegations over coconut oil imports. Minister Mahinda Amaravira says that legal action has been taken against more than 300 persons for environmental destruction. Ships stuck in traffic jam in Suez Canal as salvage efforts continue. And Wales clinch the Six Nations rugby.